And so the channeled message is not just talking about releasing people. It's not just talking about, this isn't even just talking about, because like if we're looking at just this card, this is talking about what you're actually doing for your career, for your work. So the channeled message talked about struggling through challenging relationships and situations, which could be your work situations. And you know, you're putting all of this effort and energy into these things that are not giving you anything back. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so today we're going to be using the Divine Animals Oracle. So this is a spirit animal deck. This is a new deck that I got that I'm going to use for all of the zodiac readings this month to kind of give us a glimpse of what kind of spirit animal energy should we be using and bringing with us for what's needed going on in our lives right now. And then I will pull a 3-card progression spread from the Light Seers Tarot. So that's going to tell us where we've been, where we're at, where we're headed, so that if we need to make a course correction, we can do that at this time. So I'm going to set some intentions while I am shuffling. So the first intention is that anyone who has come across this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. Okay, I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, anything needed in order to communicate as clearly and as effectively as possible so that the message can be received as it was intended. Okay. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. And you can hit the bell for notifications. And I do 4 to 5 videos a week. I do the zodiac readings, and I do twin flame, ancestor message, angel messages, and then I do different messages just using oracle decks. So I've got a lot of stuff going on, and so if you hit that bell, it will let you know every time I post a new video. So we are still sitting in the full moon energy. We just had the full moon in Libra. That was yesterday. So we've still got a little bit of that going on with us. And Libra is about bringing balance to your life. It's also about connections and relationships. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Oracle. Deep breath. All right. So what energy does Pisces need to show up with at this time? What kind of animal energy are they needing at this time? Pisces. What is Pisces needing at this time? We've got the beaver. This is about your work. All right. All right. And then deep breath. Past, present, future, Pisces. Past. We've got the 8 of Cups. That is walking away. Present. The 9 of Pentacles. Future. That was too much. Try that again. All right, future. the Fool. So that's a new beginning. A leap of faith. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read the channeled message. So we'll see if it ties in with the reading or not. But this is the message that came out in the channeling that I did just before starting this video. All right. So what does Pisces need to know right now? Acceptance. You have struggled through many challenging relationships and situations that you keep putting so much wasted effort and energy into because you are still in such a state of denial that it keeps you stuck much longer than is healthy for you to be in these situations. God only wanted you to learn the lessons, not live there in that energy. The lesson has been learned, and it is time to trust and accept the situation has really completed its mission for your life. It is time to put the lessons learned to good use and anchor them into your physical reality. Lessons only intellectually understood are not helpful unless the wisdom is put into action at the times that is needed most. You are at that space in your life now. It's time to let go, close out the cycle once and for all, and move on to much brighter, happier days. So that's what it looks like. We're closing out a cycle in which the 9 here is coming to, okay, we've got 8, 9, and then we've got a 0, which starts you back over, right? So that is a progression right there. And the 9 is it's the end of a cycle. It's not quite closed out yet, but that is the end of the cycle. And then the 0 here, this is a whole new cycle beginning. So we do see the cycle completing in this. Let's go ahead and read the oracle. So the oracle card is number 27, and that is, which 27, if you 2 and 7 makes 9, so it's another end of the cycle. It's not quite closed yet. The 10s are where it closes. 10s and 0s is when you know it's closed out and you're starting something new. All right, 27, Beaver. Okay, work. To love your work is a gift. Find a balance between your work and rest. It is worth aligning your work with your purpose if you can. Being positively, mindfully engaged in your work, no matter what it might be, is healthy. Someone may be attempting to micromanage you at your job, and this is not an optimum way to work. Perhaps it is time to be your own boss. Okay. The Ojibwe First Nations people tell a story about the beaver. A beaver was speaking with the other animals and was telling them how happy he was about his tail. "Look, bird, how fluffy my tail is. It's so fluffy, is it not?" asked the beaver. The bird looked at the beaver's very fluffy tail and said, "Sure, it's very nice," but seemed dismissive to the beaver. The beaver then went to the muskrat. "Do you like my tail, muskrat? Is it not beautiful and thick with fur?" Muskrat said, "Yes, but is it a strong tail?" The beaver was puzzled. "I asked if you thought my tail was beautiful, not strong." The muskrat just shook his head and walked away, saying, "Who cares if your tail is beautiful or not?" The beaver was upset with the animals he had spoken to and went back to cutting trees for his dam. As he was thinking about how rude the other animals had been to him, he misplaced a cut and a tree fell on his tail. The beaver wiggled his tail out from under the tree and saw that the weight of the tree had flattened it and removed the fur. It was black and leathery now. The beaver sat on the sandy shore and cried heartily. He cried so loud that the Creator himself came to comfort him. The beaver said to the Creator, "Oh, Creator, look what happened to my tail. It is flat and ugly now." And the Creator said, "No, it is not ugly, and now it is more useful. Now you will be able to swim so much more strongly." The beaver considered this and realized this was true, but thought that his friends would not care for him anymore. The Creator smiled and said, "No, beaver, your tail is not why your friends love you. They love you for your hard work and industry and for your kindness and goodness. Your tail has nothing to do with it." And with that, the beaver was satisfied. Beavers feature in many mythos of the First Nations of Americas and Canada, the Inuit, and the ancient Norse. The beaver is an incredible transformational force upon the landscape. They can divert rivers and waterways and construct dams that create flooded areas, pools, and ponds that enable fish to breed and certain plants to flourish. Besides humans, they are most probably the most powerful architects of the landscape on Earth. To do all of this changing of the landscape, beavers need to be industrious and work hard. They seem always to be active and busy, literally cutting down trees with their powerfully sharp teeth, which continually grow, and use their hands to move heavy objects and shape mud. They do this to dam areas so they can build their lodges, working through the day and night. The interior of their lodges do not freeze hard in the winter because of the nature of their construction, with air pockets above the pile of branches and sticks and the insulating effect of snow. Beavers share their lodges as monogamous pairs with their kits. They are territorial and will defend their territories. They are strongly built and weigh an average of 25 kilograms and are the second largest rodent on Earth after the capybara. Their tails in particular are a great asset, the rounded flat shape being able to propel them very quickly in the water, but also giving them good balance on land. Beavers are very agile underwater and are able to stay there for up to 15 minutes if threatened, although they usually spend only a few minutes at a time as there is always work to do. When you find it hard to motivate yourself, or when things are not working out with your career or work situation, beaver energy can help. When you need help finishing a physical project or attracting good craftspeople, call upon the beaver magic to assist. So, it's the work ethic, and it is like loving what you do, finding the balance of, knowing what your purpose is here on this earth and bringing that into what you're doing on a day-to-day life, because that's going to leave you more fulfilled in the long run. So, I'm in the process right now. I actually do like my day job. I have, a job that I do outside of this because this is not my actual job yet. But I am in the process of trying to create this into a potential career for me. And it's, bringing together, a true passion, the desire to help other people, using, gifts and talents, being able to connect with God on a very regular basis, for my job is pretty amazing to me. And so, yes, that is what I am working towards right now. But, at least the job that I am doing, even though I'm working for someone else, I do know that I get to use my talents and gifts in that area as well. And I know that I'm very appreciated in that job. So, it makes a huge difference. I was my own boss for the last several years because I ran a barbershop, and I did not actually enjoy that job. Even getting to be the boss and the, in charge and make your own hours, all of that. Yes, those are wonderful things, but I had literally no passion for the industry. I had no previous experience with the hair industry. I originally partnered with someone who cut hair, and that's how I ended up in that space. But what I did learn from it, and I did learn a lot from that, is the business aspect. I learned the confidence in myself to see, what it takes to really run a business. And I learned, just above all, how important that passion for what you were doing really is. As much as I did care about the people, that was really what it was about for me, is the service. I enjoyed being able to serve the community. But the hair industry, I had no actual passion in it. So, because I'm not a hairstylist. I like I said, partnered with a hairstylist, and we created the barbershop together. All right, so let's move forward with the message. So we're walking away from something. So like I said, already I see this is a real progression, that we are in the process of closing out one cycle and starting something completely new. So we are walking away from something right now with the Eight of Cups. And so cups are usually about relationships. They're emotional. So here she's walking away from this. Even though this cup is not empty, she knows it's not meant for her. So she is now walking towards what is actually brighter days. Okay, so letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you, a ritual of releasing, a time to move stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one, abandonment, disappointment. She has released her last cup into the sea, and her bowl burning ceremony is over. It is time to walk away from something in your life. Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There is nothing more healing or more powerful. Find your resolve and untether any anchors that are holding you back. Though your delusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, or ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused, or jumping from thing to thing, know that you are entering a mystical period of intense shifting, and that releasing old stories will help you travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. And so, like, I kept thinking about the channeled message through this. And so the channeled message is not just talking about releasing people. It's not just talking about, this isn't even just talking about, because like if we're looking at just this card, this is talking about what you're actually doing for your career, for your work. So the channeled message talked about struggling through challenging relationships and situations, which could be your work situations. And, you know, you're putting all of this effort and energy into these things that are not giving you anything back. You're just draining yourself by all the effort that you are putting into it. And so it's calling you to really accept that this is not aligned with the life that you know you want for yourself, that you are meant to live. And it's time to release it, and release it with love for what it did bring to your life, because there were always lessons that were learned in it. And so you can have the gratitude for that and then send it on its way in love. It is that I want you to eat, just not at my table. You know, that is the message. Like you're not wishing bad on anyone, but you're wishing really good for yourself right now. Okay, so we are moving to the Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's where we're at right now, is the Nine of Pentacles. So that is spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones met and celebrated, the energy of a successful harvest, contentment. You know those moments when everything feels a little brighter? You are reaching one of those moments, a culmination of hard work and desire, when you will be stepping into your manifested hopes. These moments of spiritual and material bliss are highly personal and serve as funnels of glowing success. Look for this feeling as it surges into your heart and use its power to move mountains, spread love, and enjoy your harvest. Go ahead and bask. You deserve it. Spending some time alone will help you process your progress. Then celebrate. In shadow, this card suggests that you may be working too hard and not seeing enough in return. Examine the feelings of self-worth and look at your energy balances in and out. The rewards must always equal your energy expenditure, and if you sense an imbalance, then it's time to make amends. The harmony and harvest you seek are in front of you now. I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have sown. So I really think that this card is about the second part of that, where it's, you know that things are not in balance right now. And that's what it's trying to get you to see, is that you've put so much effort and energy into something that's just not working. It's not coming to fruition for you. And so, this is the time to get really clear about, okay, I'm putting all of this effort into this, and this is what it's giving me back. Is this really sustainable? Is this really what I want long term? And then making new decisions with that. Okay, we are moving to the Fool. So that is new beginnings, potential adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, and optimism. Every dream achieved begins with the seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve all the magical things that you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. Turn towards your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready. You may not be ready. But there is magic in the air, and the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seed of potential. I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. So this is just that full release. This is full trust. This is the trust fall into what God has for you. It is the leap of faith into something new and trying something different, making different decisions, showing up differently. Okay. So, what can we do right now to help us? Well, no, give me some more information about the new beginning. Give me some information about that. Whoa, I've got too much coming out. Okay. Oh, love it. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands, which is it's just having fun again. It's just re-inspired joy, freedom. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is bringing balance between the give and take. So if you've been over giving in a situation, now the balance is coming back. You're going to create relationships where you're not accepting that. You're not going to be the one always doing all the work. You're not going to be the one always, you're not going to be the one sustaining the relationships anymore. And then we move with the Three of Cups, and that is your soul family coming in. Your people, your tribe is coming. So I love that. So what can we do right now to help us move past and close out this cycle? What can we do right now to close out this cycle? Okay. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is about staying the course and doing the work. So once you make your decision, once you make your plan, it is time to take action and just keep at it. Being diligent, doing the work. Working towards your purpose, though. And this is the Ten of Wands is, it is letting go of the heavy burdens, learning how to say no. And then the Four of Wands is about celebration. This is also considered a marriage card. So there might be a significant union coming in. But it is really just about celebration. Let me read that one. Four of Wands. Celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindreds, stability in home and relationships. Sometimes signifies marriage. Bring the noise. It's time to kick back in joyful elation. You have been building foundations, and after a period of massive shifting, it's time to enjoy some well-deserved communal bliss. If you've been through a cycle of rapid expansion and awakening, this card marks a transition into a more harmonic and stable state. You have reached new levels of consciousness, and it's the perfect time to enjoy a milestone event and celebrate with the people who you love. Love them right back. No, the people who love you. Love them right back as they are. And sometimes this card signifies a marriage or another significant occasion. While connecting with friends and family, make sure you relax, release, and allow your body to integrate all the lessons that you've been working through. Happiness and harmony are yours to be had. Enjoy these warm vibes of celebration and success. Also, when was the last time you danced? It's been a while. It's been a while. I am devoted to my connectedness, and I celebrate the wonder of loving bliss with my community. So the thing that I keep kind of seeing, I've been working through some classes about my North Node. And so I don't know if you know what your North Node is, but in your birth chart, you've got tons of signs. We usually just talk about our sun sign. That's the one that everybody seems to know. When you say, what's your sign? It's your sun sign is what they're talking about. But you have lots of signs in your birth chart. And so we talk about the big three is your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Your rising is your ascendant. But then there's also the North Node. And so the North Node is that is your life purpose and mission. So when we're looking at this is probably where you want to look. So in your birth chart, it looks like a little pair of headphones. I don't know if I can draw it to where you're going to be able to see it. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like that in your birth chart. And so it tells you, if you look at the sign that your North Node is in and the house that it is in, it will tell you exactly what kind of energy that you're supposed to be using for your life purpose. And the house tells you in what area of your life it's supposed to show up. And so my North Node is Leo, and it's in the 5th house. And so all of my North Node, both of those parts, are all about having fun, about really, so your North Node is the energy that is most foreign to you. This is your opportunity for growth in this life. And so I'm being called to bring more fun and excitement and joy into my life. And it's sad that that's the thing that I have the hardest time with, but I know I'm not the only one. So that's what it kept coming back. You need to integrate those lessons that you've been learning and then celebrate and learn to have fun. And it can be a whole lot easier when you've got the right people around you. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Let me see what all signs have come out. Right now we just have the full. So that is Aquarius. Okay. All right, so I am going to go deeper into the extended. I'm going to pull out the 9-card spread that is the relationship spread. So if you're interested, if there's any specific person that you're interested in, then you're going to want to follow along. Grab the link down in the description box, and I will pull that out. We'll look deeper into that. We will ask more questions about this new beginning that you're going through, the cycle closing out and the new beginning going through, and the work, your purpose that is coming out. So we'll go deeper into that, into the extended. So if you would like to follow with me, grab the link down in the description box. There's also a link for Jen's 333 Collective. That is a monthly subscription that gives you access to all of the extendeds as soon as I post them. And then there's also a link down in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. So this is something new that I am starting to do. The personal readings, I am offering 30-minute or 60-minute videos, personalized just to you. The 30-minute videos, you will get a 3-card spread, kind of like this. It'll be much like what I'm doing right here. It will be just depending if you choose general, relationship, career, general and career, it will be past, present, future. So we're going to kind of see your progression so you can see if you're on the right track. And the relationship, it will be energy of you, energy of your specific person, and the potential outcome. And then I'll pull an oracle and then go in and just ask as many clarifying questions as I can get in within 30 minutes time. And then with the 60-minute one, those are much, much bigger spreads. So that would be like if you want to do the relationship spread, that's going to be the relationship spread that I'm doing in the extended. Or if it's just a general reading, then I'm doing it's the Celtic cross is what I use for that. And that is a huge spread that gives a lot of information. So if that is something that you are interested in, those links are down below too. And you can book it directly through that. So other than that, if you have found value in this video, then I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and also please like, comment, and share. That helps more people be able to see this message, and it helps me to be able to keep doing this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Grab the links below if you are interested in any of that, especially if you want to keep going with me. All right. See you guys later.